Bitcoin is going to zero.
Let's get it. Let's get it. So it seems like YouTube is feeling a little weird. Hey, what's up, KDGT? I also tried to post this on the Discord channel here. It says that hey, enjoy what is it? Enjoy videos and music you love upload. So not even a miniature. So it is pretty effing weird. All right, so let's get it. I know what's going on with YouTube, but glad to have you guys around. Hey, shout out to KDGT #1 in the chat. How is it going, brother? Welcome, welcome. So let's get it. Let me get started with you guys because you guys are the most fantastic, amazing, lovable guys and audience out there here in the crypto space. Really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate it, guys. All right, so let's get it. KTGT in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome for that heads up. Hey, how's it going, brother? Welcome. Great to have you. Dop in the house. What's up? TV still being weird? Seems like it. Not sure. When do you also notice that? I don't notice until close. Frankie. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're doing some stuff. Not sure. But this is always, you know, like not a good signal. Hey, Jay Violet, how's it going? Great to have you here. A lot of shout out to Australia back there. Love it, love it. Thank you guys. So let's get it. And let's go to the charts. We're going to be going over a couple of coins and we have two open orders that we took today. We'll see how those played out because they don't really seem to be trying to push out. Still, remember, we don't trust the markets. We're still looking for that direction. October feeling a little bit weaker, but other than that, doing fantastic. Doing a fantastic. Robert Mulligan, how's it going, brother? Welcome. Great to have you around. So come on with me. Let's go take a look at the charts. Here we go. So let's get started first. This is Solana, one of the trades that we opened up today. Remember that we were calling for this possible V-shaped recovery in the morning. Still not playing out. We did have the flip of the ribbon, another like weak, you know, like movement in here. Something that still gives me a little bit of hope. It is a money flow that is pointing upwards. Something that actually made me very disappointed was seeing this flat out and then retracing, right? We're still green. I believe that we can still do some movement to the upside. As soon as I'm hitting dynamic reactor, I'm getting out of here of this trade. 50% out, moving my step to entry, and then leaving another 50% in for whatever happens out there, right? At the end of it all, and let me make this smaller, we are full packed, or we are getting constrained by order blocks and liquidity zones, right? Right down here, we have a liquidity, no, sorry, that is a soft order block. And then up here, another soft order block. And then up here, a loud order block. In fact, this loud order block is not new, but this is one of the main reasons that we're looking to long, because not only we're on previous big supports that ended up pushing the price action to the upside, but also this creates a magnetism, right? Some magnet action or pulling action to the price action. Remember, we talked about being very close to that 50-50, so I don't expect this to last too much, or it end up collapsing within themselves, right? So something like, you know, like maybe like this and then coming back up. But we'll see how that goes. So far, we still need to survive this trade. We are right there on the line in between being profitable and not being profitable, so we need to hold, all right? So let's go check out Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is also being a little bit weirdy here. We are in, this is the 1 minute. Let's go to the 4 hours. Here it is. We are having the head and shoulders, right? Important. And here's where I'm going to start kind of like turning on the alerts, all right? Turning on the alerts, especially talking about the rest of the altcoins. Look at that, we are below dynamic reactor, all right? Not looking good. Not looking good, right? But something that it kind of like gives me a little bit of hope, it is the True 7. The True 7 it is color neon color, right? Look at last time that we have a neon color of the True 7. We ended up bouncing back up. So maybe, right, maybe we're able to maybe go a little bit lower and then have a sharp return like in this case. Then having the twist right here, flip of the ribbon here, the twist of the ribbon a little bit farther up, like somewhere around here, creating an inverted goose head, and then we might be able to get something like this. All right, so up around the 0 line, and then we'll see how that goes. If we create another goose head, we might be able to get it all the way at the top. What would that mean? That will mean something like and I was watching this. Here it is. All right. So coming down, making a little bit weird V shape, right? Coming down, making that little weird V shape, right? Being flat, a little bit of that goose head, little goose head in here, and then going back up. Look at what happening here. That creates a sweep of the lows, right? Right in here. If we go to lower time frames in here, let me see if I can mark that up. Let me see. Let's make a huge wick in here, and also I'm gonna show you that we were making kind of like a head and shoulders. Let's go to something like I think the 1 hour. That's where we might be seeing it much better. Here it is. All right, perfect. If you see here, we were creating, or we were having sort of like a head and shoulders setup in here, right? I mean, if I even grab my head and shoulders stuff in here, or tool here, and let's, you know what, add it to favorites. We can get these highs, these lows, this other high, this low in here, this high finally, and look at that low. All right, just this one was not kind of like a not really playing out, but well, you'll see what I'm saying, right? And then right at the neckline, with the last inverted goose heading here, right, where we thought it was going downwards, well, it blew back up, right? So by the way, this is a little bit different. All right, this is a little bit different from the 4 hours, just so you know. So let me just clear this up. All right, and then let's go to back again to the 4 hours. Perfect. All right, so we were looking at this same pattern right down here, right? So making the goose head, and then off we go. So at this point, we are a little bit far away from that goose head, but it can still happen. How would that look like? Well, and I'm not saying that it's gonna do exactly this, but I could be expecting a little bit of a fake out. All right, everybody's looking at the money flow POC, not exactly because the money flow POC is not that everybody has chart prime and they all are looking at the money flow POC itself, right? Of course not. And better not, because we also want to be one of the exclusive ones that have this tool. So if it gets so mainstream, well, then we all might be looking at the same thing, right? But the point is that we're looking at where that liquidity is at, right? Either if you're using VRVP, if you're using liquidity finders, if you're using volume profiles, if you're using whatever, you name it, all right? You name it. The point is that everybody's looking at this, and I don't think that I'm the only one looking, one, at a flat pause bearish continuation, right? With an over-exaggerated stuff in here. So let me just clear this up. There we go. This, look at that. Remember, flat coming down, V-shaped recovery, a little bit of flat, and then continuation. Flat pause of bearish continuation, right? Or even that head and shoulders. Either, both, right? Both of those are bearish. And maybe even a bigger range, which is still is a flat pause of bearish continuation, right? So everybody's looking at this. This is what I would like to happen, okay? Because at this point, then we're back above a previous trend line. So which means that we could be having, you know, a higher, slightly higher opportunity to get a bounce back up in here. And I see Kelly in the house. What's up? Bean Team also. How's it going? Yo, what's up, brother? Welcome. Great to have you around. Mine is weird too. Mine is also weird. Dude, that it's so hilarious because this kind of like looks like a very weird macho man conversation, right? I'm like, yeah, dude, mine is also weird. All right. Hopefully, I'm not the only one laughing at that shit. All right. Oh man. Sometimes I just feel too much in. All right. I'm gonna cut that shit up. All right. Let's move on. Let's talk about crypto and not about macho man stuff. Look at the chat in your Discord, OC. We're proving we are like. Love it. Let's go. Member chat. Love it. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, I'm the first. Like. All right. Yeah, I know. YouTube is. Yes, absolutely. We're talking about YouTube, right? Not other stuff, right? Clip it. Dude. Right. Get a clip out of YouTube, right? Just don't clip it. Dude. Jesse, what's up, bro? Looks at the member chat. Look the members chat. I'm looking at member chat, or am I not? Or what am I doing wrong in here? Exactly, Buggy how? I also have proof. Alright, I proved that. Soon the what? Anon guy is gonna take over YouTube, and it's gonna be so weird and what? Not sure what's going on. Yo, Ada, what's up, brother? Welcome. By the way, today I was getting ready for what I mentioned. Looking maybe a couple of stuff so you can teach me around, show me around the ADA environment. I'm so excited. Hopefully we can do it this weekend. By the way, this 21st of October is gonna be my birthday, so I'm gonna be asking for the day off. I'm gonna be coming in here to celebrate a little bit with you guys, and then I'm gonna go out and have dinner with my wifey, of course. But also we're gonna have a fantastic, phenomenal big party with all of my family. It's been a long time. Just so you know, I like my perfect birthday is like wake up late, eat a lot of pizza, right? Have a beer, play video games, and go to bed late. Fuck yeah. That's my go-to birthday. But this time it's a little bit different. We are finishing remodeling the house, right? We did a little bit of a remodeling of the house. You know, I talked about the kitchen. I talked about the roofing. We also painted the house. We got like minor remodelation. And by the way, this guy here made most of it. Let's go. Things hurt that I didn't remember. Muscles that I didn't remember that I had. They hurt now. All right. So I'm going to take advantage, right? And my grandmother, she's already a very old lady, right? Very old lady. It's been a while since I don't get to meet her or get to be with her. And I'm gonna be making not like a huge party, right? But guys, oh my goodness. My family, it's amazing. We are loud. We laugh at each other. If you know that I do so many jokes, it is because when you turn out to be 7 years old, you either take it or hold it, buddy, because your aunts are going non-stop like wild sharks at you, right? So, man, my family is crazy. Love them. Very funny. Everybody's talking. Dude, it's fantastic, right? So I invited all of my aunts, my cousins, my parents, and hopefully I get to we get to bring my grandmother to my birthday. So we always say that trading, it means to, you know, get what you like, freedom, right? Financial freedom, so you have more time to do what you like. And I'm trying to do that, right? I'm trying to do that. So this 25th is not my birthday, but that's when we're gonna be celebrating. So if you want to come over or anything, let me know. I maybe do some camera streaming on the Discord. Maybe we can chat around. Most of the things is gonna be Spanish, so let me know. But if not, But then I just upload some pictures and show you around how everything is looking like, right? But that means that Ada is coming back to that. We're gonna have a short session of gaming. I'm gonna be talking about gossips and stuff. But if you are up for it, maybe next upcoming, well, not this upcoming, the next week we can do the Ada masterclass that you mentioned that you could. That'd be fantastic. If you can, right? So just to order stuff up, and you guys know that well, we're not gonna be doing that this weekend because this weekend is gonna be family weekend. Let's get it because I see a lot of chatty here and I love it. All right. Yes, look at the beam. Absolutely. And watching my phone, where's the browsers, it's hard to charge. Don't worry, Kelly. I'll help around and I'm gonna be giving numbers. Right? And brokers. Yo, say Ada Ace, Jesse. What's up in the Discord? Oh, in the Discord. All right, let's. Got it. What are we talking about there in the Discord? Getting into it? And man, you need to be kidding me. Here it is. What? Proof smash like. Let's go. Let's see where it is. That's what it looks like for me too. What it looks like. Wait. Proof smash like. Let's get it. Take it. Thank you very much. What is it? Proof I'm like number one. Oh, you all are number one. I see it. Oh man, let's get it. Oh, there you go. The first one, dude. This thing is being so weird. Oh, let's go. All right, so let's see. Let's move into here. Thank you for that, Jesse. Really appreciate it, my friend. Let's go to take a look at a couple of other coins. Let me wrap up Bitcoin because here's the deal, right? Any altcoin, guys, any altcoins. Once again, let me repeat this. Remember when we dump, right? And I told you, hey, don't trust the markets, don't trust the markets, don't trust the markets, right? Same thing goes here. Don't trust the markets and don't trust the market, don't trust the market. We are on the break or make stuff. Use a stop loss, use a small position, control your leverage, and boom shakalaka. Let's also wait for breakouts to enter trades, all right? Which means any altcoin, any and all of the altcoins, all right, that we talked about today, they are susceptible to a fast closing scenario, okay? Do not hesitate if you think that it's going the wrong way and you're still on profit or something like that. Move your stop to entry, maybe take some out, right? Even if it's just a couple of dollars, because again, don't trust the markets. Guys, if we go down from here, like big time down, don't worry. We might be getting into the bear market. That's fine. We're just getting started. And if we go up from here, don't worry. We're going to rescale back in after the direction has been settled. All right. So once again, don't try to give you FOMO, but it's time kind of like to start feeling the market once again, right? We already had the big, fantastic move to the downside. Seems like we want to do more downside. But again, October has proven to be a green month. So far, we're not seeing that, but it is 15th of October. So Bitcoin, better move your freaking ass up, buddy, before we'll start, like just exchanging you for Ethereum, Bitcoin. What do you think? Fuck Ethereum, no. Fuck Ethereum, no. All right. So nothing wrong with the grapefruits, guys. Don't grapefruit smash me. What? We're talking about JR. JR, by the way, what's up, bro? Welcome. Oh, what random. Yeah, right. All right, let's get it. Solana, let's move to Solana. We already talked about Solana, right? We're back in a little profits. Again, move your stop to entry as soon as you're in profits. TP number 199 or 200, Kelly, for you if you're watching, right? Entry could be right now if you are not already into that trade. I'm already in 1/4 of a position, 10x. Well, I'm gonna be moving my stop to entry as soon as possible. Let's go to Link. That's the other altcoin open today, right? Remember, we open up Link. Right here, my Link entry, it's at 1815-ish, all right? And I'm thinking that I might be having a pump to 1855, taking 50% out there, and then most likely a continuation for some sweep of the lows at 1731. And that is because, let me bring this up, that's where we're starting to have some support, and I know it's a little bit higher, but that is because of my VRVP. On my VRVP, my first smart money entry start looking somewhere around here, right? Although it's not a proper smart money entry because of the amount of volume, it does has low volume here creating, but it has a big reaction zone in there, right? So once again, we also have some liquidity left out right down here to my left. That's where I'm aiming for the bottom, all right, of that smart money entry zone. That's why I'm looking at that. And look at how big this is. I mean, I just clicked it and did not move my stop loss, all right? It's still 1-to-1. Why is that? Because I haven't defined where am I going to be entering here. Why? Because there's a big gap, all right? I mean, I could be even going all the way down here if I see the damn thing is not having a flip off the ribbon, all right? But keep your eyes peeled. We have BT Love LUV link. What I hold it like it owns me money. Let's go. Love link. All right. But you might have a good opportunity to do some other link. Let's actually go. If you love link, let's go to the daily. Right now, let's make a deep analysis in this one. And I want to perfect. Just click away. Let's go to the 4 days. Much better. All right. We are within, and this is not looking that great. I know that, I mean, I also like Link, but we are within a big megaphone in here, right? This big megaphone. Come on. I think this big megaphone just had a lower high, all right? We haven't had a lower low. Technically speaking, we hit it, but we haven't actually held it. So right now, if we are able to hold this position and have a flip of the ribbon, I think we could be repeating this scenario, right? And maybe after the next rundown, we could be aiming for, and that's what I'm thinking, right? Maybe something like December pump or something if we're good enough, and we could be getting to something like $50 chain link if the stars lined up, right? But don't let this be a FOMO trade, all right? Please. Because from 50 to 5, I mean, we're closer to 5, all right? Just saying. So, but yeah, I mean, if we're able to hold, we might be able to have another bounce to 23, come back down to 14, and then we have the big push, right? How will that big push look like? I don't think it's gonna look like this. I think it's gonna be very jaggedy. It's gonna bring a lot of pain. It's gonna do something like this, right? Something like that, and then get somewhere. I'm saying December. I mean, I don't know, 5th of December, 10th of December, something like that. But we'll see. All right, so let's go into the next one. TAO, dedicated to Kelly. Kelly, you still here? Yes, absolutely. You like TAO, so let's go check out TAO. And not only it's been doing fantastic, let's go to the 4 hours. Right? I know it seems to be a little boring, right? But so far, it's making the range. Let's go to 30 minutes. In here, in the 30 minutes, we see that we're having a little bit of a rounded top. Not that great. But also, we don't have... Yes, we have a breakout retest continuation. But we don't have a big AF candle, right? So we don't have a big body candle going through, which tells me that if Bitcoin holds its position, TAO might also hold its position and make this one a fake out. All right. So far, let's not just think that things are gonna happen. All right. So let's actually bring up the indicators and see what are we looking at. So we have quantum reactor acting as a support. We have a bullish divergence, very tiny bullish divergence, but still a bullish divergence. And we're seeing that we are green at the tip, right? This is not set and done, but we can still go lower and then make that movement to the upside. Where would we go if we go even lower? I think this is gonna be our next possible entry. And let's add an alert at 396 for our next possible entry, all right? If we are able to break out or even hit dynamic reactor, I'm gonna be looking for a possible short, all right? But that's gonna be another alert at 425.7. I just want to be in that same ballpark. And by the way, shout out to JR. We gave, what was it, the same link trade, but you gave it first. Was that the one? Was it like 2 days ago, right? I mean, it was like I was trading it at midnight. But shout out to you, my friend. Yeah, we also have Trading Tuition in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome. Welcome. Great to have you. All right. So let's get it. Let's see what else. Let me turn off support and resistances. Let's go for something like support and resistance daily. And we have a little bit of a lower area here. It's a little bit painful to see, but still, it's in there. Let's try not to ignore it. But there we go. We have another predictive range in here, which gets closer to the actual area that we're looking to enter, right? Remember, our entry is a little bit lower than our alert. Our alert, it's at 396, but that is just so we have enough time to get to the PC and do some trading, all right? Another thing that I'm not liking at all is this next order block. It's a soft order block right down at 380, all right? Once again, we will need to see development, but I believe that we might be able to go back in here, 394-ish, go back to money flow, looking for that rejection, that short that we spoke about. I'm removing my alert. The alert for the short, it's now going to be moved for 400 to whatever it was, to 417.8. OLTL is having a bull run right now. Kind of, but we have lost the dynamic reactor and we have a beautiful reversal up there. But let's take a look at the daily. Why not? So look at this. It's still a little bit flat on the daily, right? So it is growing fast. I'm gonna give you that. And we have a goose head. Usually goose head means little retracement. We already have the retracement. Let's effing go. Then a further move to the outside. So how far up could we be aiming to? I would say previous highs. I don't know, 500-ish, 500-ish maybe, something like that. Let's bring up predictive ranges and support and resistances. There we go, 489 and 531 for the next run up if our goose head plays out. All right, let's talk about Uni, because Uni, oh, that was the one, the Uni trade, right here. Oops, wrong chat. What? Oh, I see. Oh, the SEC. It was SEC. It was SEC. Yes, you were right. It was SEC. All right, Uni. Because I also was looking at Uni because of the swaps. We already have a sell signal here right below dynamic reactor. Let's turn this on and let's bring up better support resistances. We have a big trend line in here, pretty nice trend line, and I'm gonna be looking for maybe another run down and then back in here and to then create something like that. All right, so more downside, maybe some sweep of the lows, not counting this big AF week, but still something like that. All right, let's go take a look at one last coin. I want to go ahead and take a look at useless, because look at this freaking thing, man. And this is daily. Come on, let's go to the 4 hours. This thing, it's been having, there you go, breakout retest continuation, but the breakout or the retest was way lower than I was expecting. And right now, let's clear this up. We have something like a double top. Our neckline is crooked to the upside. All right, so that means that the breakout might not be as hard or as prominent as we could be expecting. We are falling below the zero line, so do expect a little bit of that sweep down, but I'm not going to be shorting this. I'm going to be looking for an opportunity for re-entry. So let's go and add two alerts. My first alert is going to be at 0.34. The next one, it's going to be at 0.30. Those are going to be the $2 that I'm going to be tracking. And then we're going to be taking a look at what's going on. All right, so I think that's going to be it for today. Ocean is so dead with Fed. Oh, yeah, it is. Sec mentioned. Yes, sir, JR. All right, so let's do actually Sec one more time or when before we go. I also want to see how it's was doing. I haven't looked at Sec today. Not looking that bad. Perfect. We were talking about this little thing here at the breakout. So I did play it out for a short scalp. Coming back down. So, ooh, we might have, all right, we might have a possible long opportunity. I know it doesn't look like it because of the trend line. But also, I bet you, yes, there it is. I bet you that we have some volume left out. There we go. Low volume, big disparity, ranging zone, maybe something like that. All right, let's go. Let's you know what? Add here the 0, 0. Let's add an alert. Maybe we might be able to catch that bouncing. We'll see. Still, I'm gonna be looking for the flip of the ribbon. That's gonna be my entry point. So let's get it. Hopefully, we are able to take that trade. Clean this up. There we go. I think that looks much better. All right, guys. So far, tended to 0. Let's go. All right, guys. So for now, that is gonna be it for today. Keep it checked. Remember, don't trust the markets. Don't trust the markets. I think that we have more downtrends or downward movement. But the point is that we can still have some influx of money like coming out of nowhere, right? Why? Because of October. And if that happens, well, then we need to be prepared for longing the assets, all right? So that's why you see me Kawaka looking for some longs right below, some area, some sweep of the lows, coming to a little longs. Maybe we can catch just like we caught the dump, right? That's what I'm trying to catch. Maybe a little bit of a pump for middle of October. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, click that like button. Really helps with the algorithm. And other than that, see you guys tomorrow.
Bitcoin is going to 0.
0. Danger will